Let's welcome Stephanie!
When you become a mum, you do give a lot of your love to your child, and sometimes your partner can be on the back end of that. And I think in the early stages of that, of motherhood, I didn't know how to share that love. Because sometimes we can be single and still give real standoffish energy.
True.
So it's also about being aware of what energy are you bringing with you into these spaces.
Welcome back to season 4 of MNM Talks. It's your girl Malunga.
And it's your girl Mwila. You already know what it is, the Everyday People podcast.
Yes, please like, share, comment and subscribe.
Let's get into it. How do you feel like friendships have affected your journey with motherhood?
I love that. Don't hold back.
Put simply,
she knows the tea.
She knows the tea.
Yeah.
Put simply, your friendship circle does reduce. And certain friendships escalate and become sisterhoods. And certain friendships de-escalate and become strangers.
Wow, strangers.
Strangers.
We even said strangers. Stranger things.
And the reason I can say that is because if I'm your friend and I've had a child, I shouldn't beg you to meet my child as my friend. I shouldn't beg you to pick up the phone and check on me after I've come out of labour.
Come on.
That's true.
Come on.
Okay, so what would you advise to a friend or somebody who is experiencing those type of, like, that friendship dynamic, that change, that shift? What would you say to a friend who's, you know, got another friend who's, you know, in this new motherhood journey? What is it that they can do to be the best friend for that person?
I'll do it from both perspectives.
Yeah.
As a new mum, one thing you can do to still be a good friend, because that's one thing I struggled with balance at the beginning, I'll be so real, is don't feel like you have to isolate yourself. It can be very easy because you're at home now and you're in that bubble of just whenever they take a nap, I get a little bit of time. Even in those moments, still drop your girls a text. Like sometimes I would just text you lot and just be like, I'm sore and I'm napping for the 4th time, but I'm alive. Just checking in and just saying like your space is open to them when you feel comfortable for that, and letting them know that that's a thing. And also when your child's older than obviously the newborn stage, just be real with them and say like, I value our friendship and I want time with you as just us girlies, but I also want play dates. I want balance. I want to be able to link up with you and go to the park because it's a nice day. And if I'm lucky, you buy my son a cheeky ice cream. But I also want, you know what? Let him chill with dad tonight. We're going for a drink and I need you to put on a nice dress. Not your mum one.
And it's so interesting that you're saying that, because I think that's the journey we've gone on as well. Because I don't have yes, my sisters have kids, but I was younger when they had those kids as well. So now I'm actually at an age where, you know, you can deep it, like, like the questions we've been asking and stuff like that. But also someone that you always hang with, and you don't, you know, like I could call you before and you wouldn't have to organise childcare. You wouldn't have to think, let me get all of these things in place first. Like we could, you know, so even just like working out that new shift in dynamic is something it takes time, but it's like you can do it. Like you don't have to be the person that's like, okay, now that person's on this chapter. It's like the same with like, I know some people get married and it's like you never really hear from them again.
But then let's be real, sometimes it's the friends that goes to them. It's not even the one that's married. Same with mums. Sometimes it's not the mum that's ghosted the friends. It's the friends that have said, do you know what? Let me not lie. I'm a bit of a wild one. She's not going to be about that. So let me not contact her anymore.
So question, with that being said, when do you reach your limit? What is the limit? What is it? Do you give them 1-2 tries? Is it like, once you've done this, you've reached that level where it's done, we're done? Or is there space for a comeback?
I think, if I'm honest, there's space for a comeback if you're at least trying to communicate.
Okay.
If you're at least checking in, or you're at least, you know, occasionally sending a message, how's you, how's baby, hope you're both healthy, cool. But if it's just a year come and gone and you're still saying, oh, I still remember that I need to see you. I still remember that, you know, I don't know what your little boy's like. Then in Zambia, as we say, it's okay, you've been and seen me. Yeah. It's happened.
I like that. You've been and seen me and we're leaving it as that. I like that.
It's time to go, yeah.
Because you make time for people you care about.
That's true.
And for me, that time doesn't mean immediate. I'm not saying, oh, do you know what, I had a baby today, everyone drop what you're doing and come tomorrow or the day after. No. But if my son has been on this planet now for over 1.5 years and you still not come through, then let's let bygones be bygones.
Yeah.
Because I can't value whatever you're about to bring to the table because you don't value my child.
Yeah. And also it's like...
That's deep.
Do you know what's mad though? Is that if you do care for someone, you will make that time and you will find a way.
Yeah.
But you can do different things.
100%.
Like, I love that there's so many different things that you can do. It doesn't all have to be centered around the party stuff or whatever it is. But I guess as well, like for you...
Like even the other day, we managed to do a link up because it was a kids' party.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you guys were out.
You know what?
And it's like, it's the best of both.
It was the best.
Like, little man's living his best life.
I know you guys can chat
and we
it
get
up.
to chat it up. We still get to make an effort and dress up, you know.
It's true.
It's a bit of both, but it's not just here's 9 to 5 with the kid and 5 to midnight with the girls. It doesn't have to be that disjointed.
That's true. And then how have you found girls? Oh, this is to you as well, Mila.
Okay.
The dating
with
with guys, girls.
She said
whoever.
which word?
with whoever. With I don't know. With the trees.
I'm dating the Lord. But
amen to that.
Yeah, but even like how have you found that space of
dating?
Yeah.
Do you know what's interesting? And I've been telling some people, you know, like I recently had like a really strong conviction inside of me to be like, I need to just cut everybody off.
Wow.
Cut them off. Cut the ties. I have strong conviction to say everyone needs to be chopped, cut off, and I need to focus on myself.
Is this in the dating world or like friendship, everything?
Dating.
To clarify.
I missed that. But I'm still here, so I haven't been cut off, which is...
The friendships...
Not loud.
Okay, but dating.
The dating scene, like, just cut everyone off and think about myself, think about my relationship with God, that type of thing, because I feel like my decisions that I'm making in the dating world are not serving me for a reason. And so maybe I need to reevaluate what it is and what the reason is for me to cut these. It's just to cut, like, start from a scratch, basically, right?
Yeah.
So then, as soon as I made that decision, entering number 1 candidates.
Give it to us.
And I was thinking, wow, okay, is this a test or is this somebody that, you know, could be potential? I don't know. I'm entertaining it a little bit.
Okay.
A lot of it.
It's a lot.
That smile doesn't say a little bit though.
It's the only one I've entertained.
That smile doesn't say a little bit. That's what I'm saying. I think the viewers can pick up on that.
But she's mentally...
No, she's trying to...
Okay,
so I am entertaining it.
Yeah.
But the only one, because he's the one that's like, and I even shared with him like my conviction and like how I was feeling before I met him. And it's interesting because we had a conversation about it and he was just like, well, it's up to you what you want to do, basically. And I do feel like a strong connection between us, but there's also some, you know, flags that are
flagging.
They're flagging, and it's making me think, well, maybe I don't think this is what God wants for me entirely. So maybe should I revisit, you know, a different stage? I've had other people come from the cockroach woodwork. I don't know where they came from.
They have slithered cockroach woodwork. They slithered their way somewhere.
I'm on block.
Out there, crack. Right there.
You didn't see it, but they did.
Telling me sweet nothings like, oh, I've been thinking about you. Can't stop thinking about
love
you.
Bombing.
I'm in love with you. I said, yeah. You're not in love with me. So I said, yeah. These ones, this is definitely the devil's work.
Yeah. You're like, the devil is a liar.
You're like, I don't play that game.
And it's interesting because I've been so cutthroat with it where I'm like, you're not in love with me. you ain't been thinking about. Why are you thinking about me? Oh, let's just meet up. Like, let's just go bowling or something. Why? You just told me that you're thinking about me.
Don't you want to know what's going on in my mind?
Exactly. You just said you can't stop thinking about me. Now you're saying you want to go bowling as friends. Your intentions are wrong. Completely wrong. You don't want to be my friend.
That flipped.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when did you want to be my friend? Because 2 seconds ago, you didn't.
I love this situation. I'm not playing with these
men because you're ruining my life. You're not ruining them. But
you know what?
It's the decisions.
Do you know what? I
have to be very like stern with my decisions.
It can drain your energy.
It will drain you.
And like they say, the person you choose is your biggest investment.
Facts.
Whoever you choose, genuinely.
Yeah.
And it's not just about, okay, having a child with someone, whatever, but genuinely who you choose to like say, this is my life partner.
Yeah.
Because yes, like, you know, like obviously we'll get into a bit more if you want to touch on bits of it. But even just having that friendship, like what I love about your co-parenting dynamic is that love and that friendship is healthy, and you can still...
He's my homie. I can still call him in an emergency. And
that's beautiful.
Exactly.
And it's not with any strings
attached. That's how you know you've made that right.
It doesn't have to be a messy thing where you hear, oh, my baby dad, whatever, bro, these dramas.
Do you know what? I'll be real. I think one of the reasons why our co-parenting works so well that a lot of co-parents are missing. No blurred lines.
Yeah.
Come on.
You don't need to touch each other. You're done.
Because that's another thing. You don't need to touch each other.
It's done.
Don't touch it.
You're like me. It's like one of them.
It's a bloodline.
Yeah.
Like, you're actually my friend now.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Yeah. But I think...
She said, I'm not looking back.
But do you know what it is? Because I feel like when you have tried to date and stuff like that, and you've met other parents, like, because we've talked about it a bit, it's like some people, they still have that unfinished business.
Some people are lurking in the meadows. Like,
they're still
the baby mum or the baby dad's in the shadow, and it's not healthy.
True, And how are you actually, like, you know, you either sort that out and you go there wholeheartedly, or
you just stop.
You know, move forward.
And also don't rush bringing your partner to your child.
Facts.
Like, one of the things I respect so much about my baby dad is that we sat there and we had a conversation and we said to each other, we're open to each other redating. Like, I would never want to block his blessings and he wouldn't want to block mine. All I've said is, if you're going to date someone or you think it's something that's going to be serious, it needs to be 6 months going on a year, and you really trust her and you know her. You've seen her at her highs, you've seen her at her lows, and you can value bringing that woman in front of our son, knowing that she's not going to walk out the door the next day.
Wow. Because the consistency needs to be there for your son.
It does. And also I feel like there are children that are always introduced to new partners. Yeah. And then they never build that relationship or that trust for whoever that may be. Yeah. And I think that's not fair on them. And also I think it can be quite draining for the parent as well, because now you even start doubting yourself. So now you might have the real one, but you don't want to introduce them because you introduced someone 6 months ago.
And now you're thinking to, like,
now you're even thinking yourself.
But it's like that effort, because it's not something that just happens overnight either.
No.
It's not like you guys intentionally set out to be like, oh, we're gonna now co-parent or whatever.
No, at the beginning it was meant to be my husband, genuinely. And we started going to church together, girl.
Yeah, you guys were. I remember when you mentioned that you guys were no longer. I was so surprised in that moment. But it's good that you guys were able to come to a point where you were like, we need to do this for ourselves. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it was mutual. We got to a point where we sat there and we said, you know what? We are great friends and we're great parents, but we are not being a great couple. And I think sometimes you can have loads of greats, but that one can be missing. And in hindsight, and I think a lot of women might reflect on this and feel similar if they're mothers, when you become a mum, you do give a lot of your love to your child, and sometimes your partner can be on the back end of that. And I think in the early stages of motherhood, I didn't know how to share that love. And that's me being completely honest.
Wow. That's so mature of you, though, to like own the bits where you were, you know.
Obviously, he had his flaws too, but I'm not bad-minding him.
I'm gonna put him on blast. But like, even with the marriage elements of stuff, because you were even saying,
I will get married to a great man.
Exactly.
100%.
But your intention,
if you're watching, hit
me up.
Yeah.
But like, even with the marriage thing, having those intentions, but both people have to have those intentions, as a man, as a woman. Like, for you, you're saying you're sorry, you didn't even finish what you were saying, but you said you're taking a break.
For myself.
Just
so
for
that
yourself,
I know that, like, when I meet my husband, my future, it's not going to be a messiness with me going on. Do you get what I mean?
It's more for you.
It's more for me, yeah. And it's also, it's not really about like, there has to be a man on the other side of this. It's more like, and it was almost like a feeling where it was like, this is the time now. Like, we need to kind of like fix what's going on. And it's not like I'm in the dust, in the dirt. Like, I'm not.
You know what? I feel like it's the opposite, and you're coming to something really big.
Wow.
Maybe.
Because genuinely, I'm a big believer in like everything has to balance out.
Yeah.
And whenever you feel like you're reaching a peak low or a peak high, it's because you're about to be grounded.
Wow. So maybe.
And for you, it might not be that you're just going to be grounded. Maybe you're about to really elevate. But it's a scary period. Because when you said you're about to be
grounded, I thought, oh.
No.
Things will be coming.
No. Big things are coming.
I wasn't expecting that.
No. We say the grounded thing for like if it's terrible, you know? Just say it balances out.
Oh, okay.
Like it's more of a balance. But what I mean is like bigger things are coming.
Yeah.
And it might be dating. It might be career. It might be just your mindset or a certain relationship with friends, family, whatever it is.
Yeah, because you're taking up that space. Like, do you feel like, so this guy that you have been seeing a little bit, but not like...
She knows the tea.
You know, you're like...
I love it when you ask me the question and you know the answer.
And I know the answer.
Okay, go.
Like,
but for the viewers.
Yeah.
She does this just for you.
MNMers. Hey.
They're
going to get to find out.
Patreon, there'll be more. Spilled all over the floor.
Don't worry. We won't hold out.
You know, there's someone watching going, damn, I was going to shoot my shot.
Well, you better wait. And go to the dance.
If you're saying wait, that means that it might be more than just a little crush.
What, with this one? No, this
she
guy.
She said she don't want no one to shoot their shot, meaning with the one she's talking to. She's really seeing relationships.
No, but he needs to wait as well.
He also does.
I think she's saying he needs to wait.
He's also not wait for him. I'm waiting for my own blessings and my own journey.
Okay.
But like with him, I feel like, ask your question, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, like, do you think you're gonna have that conversation and actually intentionally say, I'm going to take this break for me? Because it's interesting, as soon as you decided that you were going to have a break, and you prayed about it or whatever, you've been meeting these distractions in a way. Like, he came straight away. People have crawled out of the woodwork. So how are you dealing with that?
With the woodworks, it's easier because it's like I know them in a way where I'm like, this is just easy to demolish, you know what I mean, and to put aside. With this new one, it almost felt like, oh, is this something? It's like when something new happens, you kind of get excited about it. And then it's intense very quickly, where we're meeting often. Spoken, it's not been a long time, but we've spoken many times.
Spoil me with your time. That's saucy.
But it's sometimes when you have
a bit of intent.
I'm here for intimate.
But sometimes when it's too much time, what are you not doing?
It means that
Are you working? He is working.
That can become a red flag.
No, he works. But he works. But you know, other than what,
have you seen proof?
Yes, I have.
Check his LinkedIn.
I've seen him on a work call.
LinkedIn.
I've seen him on
Check his LinkedIn. Check his LinkedIn. Check his LinkedIn. Check his CV. Email the employer. Check his salary.
Check his salary.
Check his salary. Check his tax code.
That's a good one.
Because money have to be spent.
Come on.
Has he been spending that coin?
No. He hasn't. He's been spending the time,
but not the coin.
But the thing is, that's not been as important to me in this moment.
Fair.
No, but I need.
No, I hear it because I hear it. No, I hear it, guys. But the thing is that we've spent a lot of time to get. It's only been very recent, to be honest.
But you start how you mean to go on.
Facts. And the meaning to go on is not the meaning I need in my life.
Oh, she's not meaning to go on anymore.
To be honest, he's a nice man. I can't say he's not a nice person. It's, for me, it's not that it's like bad, because it's not all bad, because I'm entertaining it for a reason. And it's the connection that we have. We have very good connection, good banter, get along very well. I could see how this could develop into like a good relationship. But there are many elements missing in this, but it's very new. I don't really know him. And there were certain things that I like, for myself, I was just like, I'm constantly reflecting on, and I'm just like, do I really want this? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Do you have the dreams that I have? Maybe not. And do you see life as big as I do? Maybe not. So who knows? Yeah. I'm not gonna settle.
So if that's
for
the answer, then you gotta let him go.
Well,
the way you came with that energy, boy. When Steph gets real, you see the dynamic.
Yeah, it's true.
You see the
we balance each other.
You see the chats we were having in Paris. Paris, we're coming back to.
You're right. You're right.
Paris sponsorship. Yeah.
The thing is, that's hard for me. Is he said things to me that I've never had a guy say to me before in my life.
But like what?
Like, you're my home. And
he said, "Poetic justice in the building.
I want to live in you." I don't want to pay rent. You're gonna be my home.
No, you guys are bad minds.
I think you need to take that home with a pinch of salt.
Steph is our reoccurring guest. But yeah, 100%. She is our reoccurring guest.
But can someone say you're at your home? Is it a yes or a no?
No.
I'm your home is nice.
No, it's nice.
But where's it going?
But where's your job to provide your home?
He has a job. He's not.
No, but we haven't
I
seen
think
it.
he meant
He's been on work. Work calls.
Okay.
Work calls.
Okay, what else has he said that's romantic?
I don't want to put him on blast.
Okay, don't put him on blast.
But he said other things that just made me feel like, wow, like he was said things like, like you just know when you know.
Okay, and how have those actions matched that?
It's early days.
And you know what, yeah? This is a question I have. How do you know when to trust your instinct and let something go before you hang on to it?
Facts.
Because people can be nice, and I've had to learn this.
Made me think of a specific individual.
You see?
Yeah.
And I've learned from my last experience in terms of like, they were nice and actually everything seemed to match up, and we actually spent a lot of summer together, and it moved quite quickly in a way because we were both... What I loved about it is I felt like he was making the space for me. And now when I'm like trying to date and stuff, what kind of upsets me is the fact that I don't always feel like that priority, or like someone's intentionally making space for me. I feel like actually you're emotionally unavailable, or you've got a situationship that's gone on for way too long that you need to drop because I don't want to be a part of your mess, or you're still getting over your ex, blah, blah, blah.
Because you have... Go on.
And it's nice to meet someone when you actually feel like, oh, we're both in this same space where we want to date, and you're a nice person.
Yeah.
But nice isn't enough. Love simply isn't enough. And it's like, I mean, that's what I'm learning.
It's true. No, you're right.
I'm not saying, okay, some people are actually mean, they're not necessarily nice. But what I'm saying is that you can meet a lot of nice people, but it doesn't mean that that's your person.
True.
That God has said, this is actually for you. You align in so many ways, and they're going to bring out the best version of you. Because sometimes I think as women, we hold on longer than we should when we've already seen those signs. And I'm not trying to say
it's been a week.
No, it's true. It's been a week, but instinctively you've had that.
It's been a week in fast motion.
It's true.
And you've spent a lot of time together to have the
Almost
information.
every single day, yeah.
It's like, how much information do we need? And it's just a general question.
If it's almost every single day, then there should be things that are coming across as I'm trying to go out of my way to show you I can take care of you, know?
And I think in his ways, he's probably done that. But it's whether or not that matches. It's whether or not it matches where you're standing.
I don't want to be bad, man.
Yeah,
So I'm not going to tell you what he did. Maybe if
if
we had a Patreon,
damn,
I feel like we need to know now.
We've set it up, but
when we have that Patreon, don't worry, I'll let you Patreon know.
Yeah, but then it'll be too late. You will have someone else.
Yeah,
but then you will have your husband already.
But one day, don't worry, I'll let them know.
Is it something that resonates with you, what they're giving?
But the thing is, how long do you give yourself time to figure that out?
Exactly, and that's what my point is. But sometimes, the way he's saying, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. And you know.
That is a no.
We know.
You know.
We always know.
We didn't even say it's a no, you did.
We always know. Think about it.
Well, look, think about it. We didn't say it's a no, she did.
Yeah.
It's just a joke.
Nobody was laughing.
This is an intervention. Moving on.
I love it
No,
though.
but I love it. It's true.
Oh gosh, okay. Yeah. But do you know what as well?
Yeah,
like,
well, it's true.
I also feel, because I was watching this talk, about singleness and stuff like that. And even from like a church standpoint, when you go to church or whatever it is, sometimes people just talk from their perspective of marriage because that's what they're in. But as a single person, you might not be able to relate because you don't.
Yeah.
And it's like, we need to get to a place where we're not always putting that out there and putting the pressure on single people to fit this particular mold, because God still has a purpose for, like, there's good and bad on each side.
Elaborate on that. What mold? What do you mean? What's the mold that you feel like single people are
sometimes as a
putting
single
in?
person, you can almost feel like you're doing something wrong, like there's something wrong with you, especially if you're attractive, you're ambitious, whatever it is, but you can feel this pressure to quickly find a man, get married, have a child. Yeah. But you have to reflect and say, is this what I want right now in my life? Is this what God is saying yes to? Yeah. Sometimes He's telling you to wait or to take a moment. Like you said, you've had that instinct to be like, I'm cutting everything off.
You need to pace yourself.
And the no is really more coming from the conviction than it is coming from him. Because if I was in my yes phase, I would have made it work. I would have pushed for it to work, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. Because of, he said I'm his home.
Like, even hesitant to say that.
But I can't make him homeless now.
No, but just because of like when he said it, I could sense that it was like it was coming from a real, like a genuine place. It wasn't coming from like, I'm just saying things, because I've seen that before where people just, and you can sense it easily when you date a lot. You know when a guy's just saying certain things for a means to an end. Whereas with him, it doesn't feel like a means to, it feels like he's being outside of himself and sincere. Yeah. So I feel like the connection is definitely there, where we're surprising ourselves based off of the intensity of the connection and wanting to be around him as well. Like, I generally do like spending time with him. But so I would make it work, do you know what I mean? But then because of this conviction, it feels like there's something else more for me.
It's come from somewhere.
Yeah. From God. That conviction is clearly like what you've thought about, what you've prayed over. And don't ignore it, for sure. I've ignored so many convictions.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Look at me now.
Let's talk about your dating. How is dating been for you?
Let's get on to you.
Let's do it.
Girl, I mean, it's actually been, I honestly feel like it's been non-existent.
Oh.
I've met Steph's that's a lie.
Because she's met so many.
Pause. I don't know if the viewers are aware yet.
Steph is gonna let them know.
It's getting
Let me just sprinkle some salt on the wound.
Okay.
Malunga has this thing. Wheeler knows this, right?
Right.
Where situations will happen that are great, that are magical for her.
Yes.
And she'll reflect on the situation and tell herself,
it wasn't great.
It wasn't great.
And when you're looking at it from outside in, you're looking at it like this is a love story waiting to happen.
It's giving romance.
And then you tell us, nah, you reject it. And we're like,
wow.
Why? Yeah. Why is it a no?
I didn't realise.
And then you say yes.
Like someone will be fully invested in you and you'll entertain it or you'll really be vibing. And then the moment you're away from that situation, you're like, but it wasn't that.
But you say yes to the ones that are almost like...
pulling away.
Yeah.
I need a moment. Cut the cameras! Cut the cameras!
Why did
Cut the cameras! Stop it!
But yeah, what do you think that?
So
where do you think? Is it because you're?
It's nice to have this outside opinion on what's going on inside, because you don't always realize your flaws or where you're kind of like maybe a bit wounded or whatever it is.
Are you protecting yourself from a feeling, or are you looking for something specific? Or are you?
I think I'm looking for something familiar.
I was gonna,
Okay.
And what's the familiar thing?
Is not always
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, because the familiar didn't work.
Mila's like, look at the
Mila's like, leave familiar behind.
And let's build new. I mean, for all of us, you know.
Yeah, I think you've got a point. And I do feel like sometimes I'm just like completely avoidant as well. So I'm meeting people that are kind of avoidant too.
But sometimes you don't meet those people avoidant. You reject the ones that are not avoidant.
What do you mean?
Like what Stephanie's saying.
Yeah, like the ones that are coming with the whole like, I'm ready to date you right now, you're a bit like, he was kind of there, but not quite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't always believe it.
Okay.
Maybe it's that I don't always believe it's sincere. I just feel like,
Where did that come from? Because you feel like it's when, have you felt burnt from trusting someone too much?
I think I've dated a lot of guys that have maybe been more, they're not as open emotionally, maybe. So I think I'm just used to dating a certain type where, like, eventually they do open up or whatever, but it's a bit of a push and pull in that way.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe I come in as a savior or like fixer, project.
God
Like,
forbid the project.
Yeah, we're not doing project management.
We're not doing that anymore. And now I feel like I'm at a place where I'm literally like, I'm almost saying no to everything because I don't, I'm literally not, it's not like, I'm actually just saying, I'm not bothering. It's like, I do want it, but they're not really.
But then you deserve it.
Yeah.
So why would you shut yourself off to it?
What do you want? If you was to create...
This is such a triggering question because a guy literally said that to me.
No, literally.
I'm triggered.
Recently.
Yeah.
He said, Malunga, what do you want?
What do you want? What do you want, Malunga? What do you want? He was breaking down, asking me the question.
I didn't mean to trigger you. I'm
I
sorry.
was triggered by that.
It's too soon.
It's too soon.
But if you were to pick the ideal man and he was to come here and enter this door, what is he bringing? Not looks, emotions.
I
what?
never really go for looks anyways.
Well-
Every person has looked. Not saying I'm not really attractive.
No, they're attractive, but it's just not one type of person.
That's true.
But there has to be something that draws me to them. Do you know what? The first thing that came to mind was safety.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
No, but what just to bring it out, what is safety to you? Because safety is a
general umbrella.
Yeah. So what is safety? Break that down for us.
I think safety for me is that feeling of I don't always have to ask you. It's not like you read my mind, but even though I can be bubbly, I can be happy, blah, 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 you are still there for me in moments through action. And you genuinely support me, you know, in what I want to do. And you're there. You're not quick to just leave. And I think that is definitely safety. And just speaking life and speaking joy and positivity and God into like just
I'm into that.
like actually being someone that I want to follow because you're leading in a certain way. Like you're not just talking about it, you're not just someone I actually respect and I actually want to follow and actually inspires me too.
Okay. So you respect them, you want to follow them, you're inspired by them.
And they actually challenged me in a way where it's like, oh, Malunga, you're slacking here. Like when I went on that one date and he was like, listen, finances need to be, he's letting me know like financially. Where are you at financially? Because financially I'm here, so
what's going on with you?
You know, and like stuff
and you
like
like
that.
those type of kind of challenges where somebody's actually pushing you in that way.
I need a bit of that.
I think I need that because
Same.
I'm quite like I think we all do because we've got that natural strength to us.
Yeah.
But you need somebody that's going to be able to say no and you listen.
Yeah.
You're not like, look, she's like, no, look. Steph feels me on this because we're similar that way.
I get it. It's a bit of a
it's
like.
not toxic, but you know what I mean. Like,
Not in a toxic way, but like in a way of like you're doing too much.
They can check you.
If a man can't tell me I'm doing too much, like maybe I'm overreacting.
But do you need to be told? Do you need to be told that you're doing too much?
No, sometimes I do.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes we all do. Sorry. No, not doing too much. I don't like that.
No, when I say doing too much, what I mean is like, I'll give you an example, right?
Okay.
I am a angry, hungry kind of person, right?
Oh, you get hangry.
I get hangry. So if I'm
like your
seeing
baba.
someone, like my baba. If I'm seeing someone, right, and we've been chilling all day and you're not telling me about the plans for dinner, I'm going to start complaining. But continuously.
Yeah.
Until you put food in my belly. You guys saw it in Paris. Until you put me food in my belly.
I never cooked it, but it's true.
So sometimes I need someone to be like, shut up, you're going to eat. and it's going to be in the next hour, and it's going to be something you like.
Don't tell me to shut up. Don't tell me to shut up.
Maybe I use the word shut up, but like, just be like,
it's different. It's
just be like, babe, you're going to eat.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you stop? Reassuring. Can you actually just chill?
Yeah.
What do you want? Like, what do you want?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I need that.
You don't want a yes person. You want someone that's going to definitely like give you that.
I can't get too much yes because I'll lose the respect.
Yeah. She'll walk all over them.
I think all of us will. No, all of us will.
Yeah.
All
if
three
someone
of us.
walks in here, what is the one thing that you would say?
I want to ask Stephanie that one.
Oh, okay, and then we'll get round to you because I'm still thinking. All right, what would you say? Like the one thing, and obviously, like I know the safety thing you guys agreed with too, but what is the first thing that comes into mind that you're like?
First thing that comes to mind is obviously a deep one for me, but like first thing that genuinely comes to my mind, someone walking through that door right now and they're like, "I'm your partner, I'm your husband, this is it."
Was that not what the guy said to me?
Then, no.
She's not finished on it. Then I'm your home.
I would need to know that you're open to dating someone with a child and actually willing to make that a part of your life openly.
Yeah. That
would be a big one for me.
That's fair.
Because I feel like sometimes men will be attracted to the lady and kind of tell themselves, "Oh, I'll never meet the child, so it's irrelevant." But I come with my child. It's a package. You don't get one or the other.
It's true.
And I'm not one of those ladies that sees myself ever dating a guy where for 2-3 years it's just, "Oh, keep finding childcare. No. After a year or so, I'm expecting you to take us both out on that date.
Yeah.
Maybe we all go in Disneyland Paris.
Yeah.
Maybe we all go into a theme park or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's not just me.
Clark it.
Because it's both, you come as a package.
Yeah.
And then you can see that he actually is intentional about being with you.
Yeah.
Because he cares about your child too.
And don't get it twisted. It's not saying I need him to play a father role. No, my son has his dad. He loves his dad. He knows that. But I need to feel like you're a man that can take care of me and my child.
Yeah.
But then
I don't want to feel like that's something that's detached.
But then ultimately, would he not be playing a father role?
That's what I was just about to say. Because even though he's not playing the father, he's still an influence role model in that way. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like the man would be a role model, yes. But the reason why I wouldn't call it asking a man to step in as a father is because for me, asking to step in as a father means when my son's sick, I'm telling you to take days off. Means when I need money for nappies or whatever, I'm begging you. I would never ask my partner for those things. But those are for me roles that are down to the father and me.
Oh, so but question: do you want to get remarried? Do you want to get married?
I would like to get married. So, see, this is where you're about to flip it on me because you're going to say if you do get married, then those things would come up.
Yeah,
but that's with marriage.
Okay, I see.
But then you start assuming to go on.
No, you don't start as a wife.
You don't start as a wife.
Girlfriend.
No, but you start as you mean to go on in terms of if you're dating long enough.
But I
still...
The wife I will be is not the girlfriend I'll be.
No, I'm going to be an elevated version of girlfriend, Steph.
Yeah. Because I'm not giving you wife privileges without...
I knew you was going to hit that. You're not...
Without going down that aisle... and doing our I do's, you know what I mean? I'm not doing that because at the end of the day, what would be the point? Because you get stretched into doing all these wifely duties, especially as women, we get stretched into being so many things. Yeah. And I feel like men take advantage of that sometimes. And it's like sometimes we have to draw back to be like, actually, I'm gonna sit as a girlfriend or as a partner or whatever until that we get to that stage. Yeah, and it's good for you to know that there's a stage to get to as well. Yeah, because then it's like
you got something that you're.
I feel like as women sometimes we make that mistake of putting it all on the table. Yeah. So then for any reasonable man, it's like, why should I go through the idea of a proposal and marriage and all of that if nothing's going to change?
But then at the same time,
I feel like with marriage, for me personally, there has to be some sort of level up.
Yeah.
But do you feel like that's kind of, not to get too, but do you feel like that's kind of what it was in that way where you want to work towards something, but that, you know what I mean? Like, is that what's kind of, because you can't convince, one thing I've realised is you definitely can't convince a guy of wanting those things as well. And sometimes you start to realise that as you're dating, because marriage is also a financial thing too. There's so many things that come with it.
Some men will lie and say marriage is all financial based, but then if a man genuinely believes you're going to be his wife, he will make room for that.
It's true.
And that's why
regardless if you are acting as girlfriend, wife, whatever. If he says that's
if you're his wife, you're his wife.
Regardless.
Which is why you'll see situations of where, and I feel sorry for these ladies, but you'll see situations where someone will be dating someone for 7-8 years and just be the girlfriend, and they break up and 6 months later he's getting married.
Yeah. And it happens all the time.
It happens all the time, because when a man knows that that's his wife,
he knows.
When us as women are the girlfriend for X amount of years and there's no talks of marriage, there's no talks of engagements, there's no talks of elevating what you have together and building,
doesn't make sense.
Then you need to run away.
Yeah.
You're not walking, you're running. Run away. Like, take off your shoes and run.
No, facts.
Because
facts.
certain men are very, very comfortable with the idea of knowing that you're not available to other men. And that's all they need.
And it's the ego.
Ooh. It's the ego thing. I'm going to keep you where you are because you're stagnant, and that way I'm in control.
And you know what? It's weird. Stagnation. You're like, God because it is like, don't let that. It's that whole saying, don't let your boyfriend keep you from your husband, kind of thing, or whatever, because you can think you have a good thing, and then you just realise that actually I'm wasting my time here. And that's why I asked that question of doing that, like, reflection in yourself and really taking the time to say, is this what I want, and is this the person? Not because they're comfort, not because of the attention, not because you don't want to be alone or whatever it is. Is this the person for me, and do I see myself with them?
Yeah.
Because I think naturally,
is this person worthy of my time?
Exactly.
Because we're too busy thinking about them.
Yeah.
Being for them,
the wife, or
wanting the prize,
exactly. And also wanting to get married or wanting to do all of these things, that you're almost so fixated on the goal and the idea that you're not. That's not even your person. So I think both men and women need to be accountable in that way 100%. And actually take time to not rush that step.
Agree.
Just 100%. Because, do you know what I mean?
And also be and also be of the mindset of, like, marriage is more than just a wedding day.
110%.
There are way too many. I'm so sorry, ladies. I'm on your side, but there are way too many ladies
and men. Some men want big wedding for what?
True, actually, that say, I really want to get married, but all they want is the white dress day.
Yeah.
Marriage is a vow for life. It's promising to commit to your partner and take care of each other. It's promising to stick by through highs and lows.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that because you spend 40, 50 grand on your wedding, if his company goes into liquidation next year, you're getting a divorce. That's not marriage.
That's not marriage at all.
If you're of that mindset, like even like what my auntie said to me, like, if you start dating a man because he's told you his salary, if a man walks up to you and he says, I earn 120k, whatever, you're going to predict what that love should look like. Yeah. And you're not going to love him naturally.
No.
And it won't work.
No.
Yeah.
Because you're looking at love in a way of,
and you're looking at, I need to hold on to the financial price.
Yeah, but then also it's like there's so many different pressures put on men and women, but it's what that looks like for you. Everyone's marriage and relationship looks different. True. There's some friends of mine, I had never seen their partner, and I probably, and then until that day,
I probably will never will.
Yeah, and I probably never will. That's what I was about to say. I remember meeting, I met them on the day of the wedding, and it's like everyone navigates their relationships differently for a reason.
It's true.
But it's like just having I think doing the inner work is always going to save you
so much
from certain, do you know what I mean? Like certain mistakes that we know we can avoid if we actually are honest with ourselves. Like when I was honest with myself about my last situation, with love, I still have care. There's still a nice person. We still make great memories. And actually, another thing I want to say is do not shame people. Yeah?
Oh?
Yeah?
I don't know if this is going to be shade to us.
Do not shame. It's not shame to you.
Me and Will
Don't shame people for making mistakes in dating or choosing a boyfriend that, it ended. Fine. they got into another relationship, it ended. Fine.
Yeah.
And they brought them around you, and you're like, what happened to that one? Don't shame people for that. It's okay. It's
he now?
Yeah, like, it's actually okay to date, to kiss a few frogs, make a few mistakes, learn from it, and choose better and do better. Because to be honest, a few of my friends.
I was going to say, I don't know who that's to, but I really
feels very direct.
I really hope they heard it.
Speaking to you.
With love, of course.
No, because with a little bit of love, But what I'm trying to say is, don't shame people for making those mistakes in dating and kissing frogs. And yes, if you met the person and they're no longer together, so freaking what? At the end of the day, they're going to learn from it and hopefully meet that person. And it's like, okay, this is the one.
Yeah.
And actually, it's okay. Sometimes it's better that way, because your friends will know at that point, or your family will know, no, actually, this is the one.
This is the one.
I met Larry. Yeah.
John.
I met John.
George, Bob.
I met George, whoever.
Yeah.
And that weren't right. Sometimes your people,
they know.
Your closest people, they're going to know.
Yeah.
And that's why people can shy away from introducing a person to their closest people.
But I'd rather introduce early. I'm not having you guys rock up to my wedding and pull me aside and be like, Steph, what are you doing?
But by then it's too late.
It depends though, because sometimes
if it's just looks based, then it's material. But I'm talking about if that person's genuinely on my wedding day giving you guys red flags or still I don't know, talking to other chicks or whatever.
It's true.
I needed that heads up way before.
Yeah, it's true.
And that's why sometimes, and I'm not saying you need all your friends' opinion or your family's opinion. Do you? You're the one that's laying down with them. You're the one that's going to have kids. You're the one that's building that life with them.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
partner.
You have your people.
Yeah.
Your people are still... You had them before that person.
And your community have your best interests at heart.
And one thing I'm realising is you're still going to run to that person. Whether or not you have your child, whatever, you're always going to need your people and that support.
Facts.
Else you're isolating yourself.
It's true, no, you're right.
To the point where you could be in something
toxic.
Yeah.
Real toxic.
But because you don't have those angels that God has maybe brought into your life to counsel you, to advise you, to correct you.
And counsel is so important.
It's important.
So
and it's
important.
okay.
Even in marriage, it's important.
Yes.
So how are you going to skip it in the dating?
It's true.
And that's what I'm saying. So don't, seriously, because I feel like that's happened to me a few times where it's like, I've made a few L's. It's okay. I've kissed a few frogs. It's okay.
And who hasn't?
And who hasn't? But some people act as if, I met and that was it.
Yeah.
And then the one, and then
Here's another thing.
But that's not everybody's story. That's not everyone's story.
Yeah, and it's okay. Just don't shame people for it. And if you meet the new one, hi. You haven't met the ones before. Hi.
Don't start talking about the old stuff.
Don't be pulling up your ex experiences, man. No one needs to hear it.
Oh, that's funny.
No one needs to hear it.
It's true.
But Mila, lastly, what would you say if someone walked in before we wrap up?
Okay, so for me, maybe I'll be looking to camera for this one because...
Give them that eye contact. Give it to them.
Okay, so if you're coming in my door and you're coming to approach me, you have to be ambitious. And I don't mean like ambitious just in career, just in like your personal growth, just in understanding our connection. I mean ambitious for yourself and for me and the family we're about to have. Do you know what I mean? It's a life partnership at the end of the day, and there's so many elements to this type of partnership, whether it's financial, it will be financial, it will be within relationship, it will be family dynamics, it will be trauma, it will be all these things that are coming into play in this relationship, this life commitment. Life commitment from the moment I meet you to the moment you're in the ground. Okay.
I love the seriousness. I love the seriousness.
Seriously, because that is, I'm not doing it again. I don't want to. I want to do it one time.
And one time only.
Exactly.
And be done.
And I feel like you need to be having that foundation of being able to do the longevity with me. And want to choose me and me want to choose you in that long changes with our life. Do you get what I mean? It just, for me, it's like, I want the person that I can see, and I might not see it straight away, but I want the person who's genuinely going to be like, we're going to live our lives wholeheartedly together in all our aspects, in the pain, in the rain, in the sunshine, in the love.
I want it all. Give it to me all.
And everything.
So ambition to you is like what? Like them aspiring for more, not just settling kind of thing.
Aspiring for more in us.
Okay.
As our connection.
Oh, like
let's keep growing together.
Let's buy this house, or let's move here.
Yeah.
Let's travel.
Let's live in Thailand for a year, see how it goes.
Let's build this foundation, or let's think about our finances. Let's go through the grits of this. Okay, we're failing in this. How do we build this up for ourselves?
Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of motivation, someone that can challenge you as well.
Also, I can challenge, them. We have that kind of, we have that type of commitment to each other and conversation with each other that even our kids can aspire. The type of children that we're building in this world are people who are going to be changing lives. Do you get what I mean? As well as us changing lives and who we are. Do you know what I mean? Not just because of like it has to be fancy, but just because of the people we are able to allow ourselves to be in our relationship. Do you get what I mean?
And even just even as you were saying that, I also just thought having that heart of God, of course, as well.
Amen.
Because that's something that
facts.
But when I say that, recently, and this is for Patreon for sure. But the whole this is for another segment for
Patreon. Yeah.
All I'm saying is it doesn't mean because someone is showing up and serving every day and they know word for word scriptures or whatever. I'm not even talking about that kind of person. Because religion is very different from being someone that actually has a heart for people. I don't want you to just be nice in the church, but to your neighbour you can't even borrow, or help someone out.
Can't even stand up for a pregnant person on the train.
Exactly. And that's one thing I've struggled with. It's like sincerity is hard to sometimes come by. Don't do things because other people are watching. So that culture of church, sometimes people can feed into
because of the
quite a lot.
Eyes.
And I've had my experiences. Like I obviously loved the community element and like coming together and honouring God, of course. So a godly man for sure, but someone that is also honest in themselves. Don't be giving me one side because people are watching the church and blah blah blah.
Give me the real.
And then when we get home, you're something else entirely. Pick a lane. Pick a lane.
It's true.
So,
be consistent in who you are.
Exactly.
Yeah. And don't be afraid to show up as who you are. Yeah.
And I think even with love, why it's such a conversation is because we all yearn for that.
Yeah.
It's so hard not to talk about love because life is love.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it?
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Life is actually love. So whether it's romantic, whatever it is, like I think so many podcasts and so many things are about love and relationship because that's what we're in.
Yeah.
So it's only natural that as a single person, you're eventually going to think, who is that person that God has set aside?
For me. So true.
Like
you want to know.
Excited, it's hard sometimes. It's exciting, but sometimes.
But then sometimes let it just be.
Yeah, exactly.
Allow it,
allow it to happen and allow yourself to be in that space where you're open enough for someone to connect with you.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we can be single and still give real standoffish energy.
True.
So it's also about being aware of what energy are you bringing with you into these spaces.
I mean, I'm standoffish right now because I need to work on me. But
it's true.
It's with good reason.
It's with good reason.
And you know what? We don't have to come into relationships perfect either. Like that person, we're always going to need to work on ourselves. So that's okay. But it's good to know where we need to do that work. Or your instincts are telling you this for a reason. Like I've had moments where I'm like, I just need space away from it and stuff. So like I get it, but we love over here. We love love.
Romantic.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And Steph, honestly,
it's been a pleasure. We've had so much fun having you on here, and you are definitely a recurring guest.
On 1, 2, 3, we have been MNM Talks. 1, 2, 3.
We have been MNM Talks.
Thanks for listening. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
We have been MNM Talks.